how are you? Yeah, so tax season is well on its way, and we got a lot of questions here at the Star Group. I partnered up with Kyle Breitzman. He is a tax advisor to kind of answer some of the most common questions. So check out this mini-series I put together with him. Hey, Marco Bricino here. I want to make a quick video with Kyle Breitzman. He is a tax planner. Since we're in full force right now with the tax season, I wanted to have him join me to answer some of the questions that a lot of us have, especially with all the changes going on. Wanted to get some expert advice.
Can't wait. Looking forward to this, Marco. Tax planning is a little bit different than what people typically experience. I think most people are familiar with tax preparation, and what that looks like is an annual ritual where you bring a sack full of documents to your tax preparer. They come out and give you generate a very expensive stack of papers, and then you're hopefully you get a refund and you see them next year. It's chaotic for everybody. Everybody's stressed out. Tax planning is really about slowing down and looking forward. So whereas tax preparation is making sure we have all the I's dotted and T's crossed for a year that already passed, tax planning is about looking forward and figuring out how you as a taxpayer can reduce your taxes going forward for the rest of your lives as a taxpayer. Tax planning is much more in depth. It's much more about looking forward and being strategic about arranging your finances to be tax efficient. So tax planning really is is equal parts finances and tax preparation. Taxes and finances really belong in the same discussion. I think a lot of your listeners will have a financial person and a tax person, and they speak different languages, and the client doesn't understand either of those languages. By bringing both those concepts to one person, I feel that you're getting a more comprehensive or a full-fledged type of plan going forward.
Okay, wonderful.
Mind if I ask you a couple questions?
Sure.
So, during tax season, we hear a lot of stories about, people's identities being stolen. 2 years ago, I had a number of clients that had fraudulent returns filed because people use their social security numbers. What can people do to protect themselves?
So one of the easy things that they can do is that a lot of people are not aware of is have a part of for example, your homeowner's policy.
Okay.
You can actually have an endorsement or a line item that essentially provides coverage in case your identity is stolen.
Oh, wow.
Especially if it's like someone filed your tax return on your behalf without you knowing and someone claimed that tax return. Or, for example, what happened to one of my clients is someone bought a house under the wife's name.
Okay.
And they got a letter in the mail saying, hey, you're going to foreclosure. That's when they were shocked because they did not have a mortgage on the house. That's when essentially they had to get lawyers and consultants to prove to the courts, hey, that house that someone bought in Appleton under her name, that was not theirs. So they had to essentially prove to the courts, hey, we don't want anything to do with the house. Please just get our credit score to where it was before that loss.
Wow.
So we'll pay for the lawyers, the consultants, for all that paperwork, as well as if, for example, you need to go to court and make an appearance for your loss of wages as well.
Sure. Wow. Oh, that's frightening. What a horrifying story.
Yeah.
And I'm sure more and more of those are coming out as you hear the things about
Equifax,
yeah.
and you name it. Yep.
Wow, that's crazy. I'm sure there's a lot of clients that you're dealing with that have gone through that experience.
Yeah. Awesome, Kyle. So thank you very much for everything. I'll put your contact information in the video. That way you guys can get a hold of him with any questions that you have. I know I get questions on this on a regular basis just because I personally don't know them, and he's my go-to guy for that kind of stuff. So thank you everyone for watching, and stay tuned for the next video.
This was great. Thank you, Marco.